Imagine a single gram of a substance so powerful it can store more information than every video on YouTube combined. Not in a server the size of a football field, but in a space smaller than a sugar cube. Welcome to the world of DNA data storage, a concept so mind-blowing it could revolutionize the future of technology, biology, and humanity itself. Let's break this down. 1 gram of DNA, just a tiny pinch of it, has the capacity to store 215 petabytes of information. That's 215 million gigabytes. To give you a better idea, if you tried to store that amount using current hard drive technology, you'd need hundreds of thousands of the largest commercial drives available. Now imagine compressing all that into something smaller than your fingertip. The human body carries about 37 trillion cells, and each of those cells holds around 6 billion DNA letters of code. That's nature's version of a supercomputer in every cell, quietly running the machinery of life for billions of years. So how does it work? DNA is made up of 4 bases, A, T, C, and G. These aren't just biological letters, they're also digital placeholders. Scientists have discovered that by encoding binary data, those ones and zeros, into combinations of these 4 bases, we can store text, music, videos, even entire books, inside DNA. It's like turning genetic material into a universal hard drive. In 2012, researchers successfully stored a 53,000-word book, 11 JPG images, and a JavaScript file into strands of DNA. More recently, Microsoft and the University of Washington encoded an entire music video. They retrieved it perfectly. Not a single data point was lost. Why is that huge? Because DNA doesn't degrade like digital formats. It can last thousands, maybe even millions of years if stored properly. And unlike your failing hard drives or corrupted files, DNA is biologically stable. It's survived ice ages. It's literally built to last. But what if we took this even further? Imagine if instead of giant server farms consuming gigawatts of power and acres of land, we could store the entire internet's worth of data inside something no bigger than a shoebox. Scientists believe this isn't just possible, it's inevitable. It's only a matter of decoding speed and cost efficiency before DNA becomes our primary data bank. Let's say you had your entire digital life, your photos, emails, memories, even your YouTube watch history, encoded into a tiny DNA vial. You could carry it with you for life. And unlike silicon chips, it wouldn't break, overheat, or need constant charging. If we ever colonize space, DNA could be the most efficient way to carry all human knowledge across the stars. Of course, challenges still remain. Synthesizing and reading DNA is still expensive and time-consuming. Current processes are slow and require special lab environments. But just like computers evolved from room-sized machines to phones in our pockets, DNA storage is following the same curve. In the next few decades, we might see DNA libraries storing everything from your grandmother's recipes to entire human genomes. Museums could archive civilizations in a drop of fluid. Future AIs might learn from history written not in books, but in biology. Now here's where it gets even more surreal. What if your own body could store your personal data? Scientists are already experimenting with inserting encoded data into the DNA of living organisms. You could literally carry encrypted information in your bloodstream, accessible only through custom gene readers. Spy thriller? Or future tech? Maybe both. And there's the darker side too. If you can encode data into living beings, could you also hide malicious code, weaponize biology, or program organisms to act as data couriers? These are ethical frontiers we must confront as science progresses. But the potential is undeniable. DNA isn't just the blueprint of life anymore, it could become the architecture of our digital civilization. So next time you look at a sugar cube or a speck of dust, remember, nature has already built the most powerful storage system imaginable. And it's been hiding in our cells all along. If this blew your mind, imagine what's coming next. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more science wonders like this, like the video, and share it with someone who thinks their 1 terabyte SSD is impressive. And if you want to see just how far data storage can go in the future, stay tuned.